Yeah, you know what time is it? You know what time is it? Good morning, everybody. Coffee and Cro coming at you live and direct from the 162. Nah, it's the 508, but y'all didn't even need to know that shit. What's up, Truck?
What's good,
Good
Alpha?
morning, everybody. You remember yesterday when someone was up in here talking about y'all got me so stressed out I gotta smoke a blunt in the morning? 508, but y'all
Sounds
didn't
about
even need
right.
to know. That's the vibes again, bro. That's the vibes all over again.
See, man, crazy questions like that, bro. Crazy
Remember
statements
yesterday
got me going.
when someone was up in here talking about y'all got me so stressed. Wait a second. Why do I hear myself in the background? This is tripping
I'm
me.
working, bro.
Damn. Happy fucking what is it? Happy fucking Wednesday to everybody. Kazan, how we doing, bud? Donnie's in the building. Murph, dog. Chan. You guys, it's a great day. It's not a great day in the markets. I looked. I told everybody not to look. I fucking peeked. I never should have. If you're worried about shit, please come and tell me about it. Because, no joke, I'm not. My wife was. I don't know what she looked at, but like, she seemed upset this morning. Truck, I saw you loaded up, ready for the range. What are you worried about? Nothing.
I ain't never been worried about nothing, brother.
And I had to start off the morning by fighting with Mooney. I didn't even know he was still around. Did he make another account? Fucking Mooney. Here's what I
Yeah, I
said.
saw that.
I said
It,
I
it,
wasn't going to give any airtime to the bullshit scam, uh, activities on Chronos because, like, this is a recorded space and people don't understand what we're talking about all the time. So we might end up, like, promoting something that's actually a scam, without even realizing that we're pushing people in that direction just by talking about it. But yes, Mooney is a fucking scam. He always has been. Moon NFT on Crocy was a scam. Crow Dix is a scam. I shouldn't have to tell you guys this stuff. Like, it's pretty blatant.
what threw me off
Chupacabras is a
is that it
scam.
looked official.
What?
It was like Crow News, and I'm like, what?
Right? Because it looks official. Why? Because of the logo. How quick
Yep.
does he steal a logo? Less than 5 seconds. He's a right clicker. He used to do it with the NFTs, and then Chronos made it easy enough for him to just like turn right click saving into actual NFT creation with Crocy. And then we let him bullshit around and rap to earn for like way too long. And now look what we got.
Damn, what happened to Rap to Earn,
Bro,
bro?
don't get me
Oh,
started on this shit.
never
I did it
mind, never mind,
yesterday. I
never
told
mind.
everybody, all right, look back and remember everybody who tried to like jump on a wave and let it fucking crash without building anything. Slim Lion and Rap to Earn. Dude, it happens so many times. Look back. Look back at fucking uh even Aussie and Crow Tank. You know what I'm saying? Shark Tank. It's like there's too much of it. If you look back, there was way too much of it.
That Rap to Earn, I actually spoke with Mr. Slim Wolf Lion, and I was encouraging it. I'm like, bro, I see you got something here, man. Work with it, tokenize it. But no, I'm just Truck. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about, and I don't think that was his style anyway.
No, it wasn't. And he came to the island twice. He visited. I tried to, give him words of advice for how to move in Web3. He never listened to me. I'm not saying it would have gone any different if he did, but like, there's people that are receptive and there's people that aren't. That dude was never receptive. Pirate
Wow.
J, sorry, bro. There's something going on with Twitter. You've been spinning for a minute. I'm gonna
So
keep the
how do you
vibes up
feel?
today. You don't need to worry about that shit.
Yo, so how do you feel about Elon saying that yeah he would let Trump come back?
Don't get me started on Elon because I told you guys my wife is on some conspiracy shit with Elon. Like she's like tracking the money from like that like Elon spends on Amber Heard's lawyers and shit. She was talking this like sex cult bullshit last night. Like, don't get me started. Please don't get me started.
Bro, please don't get started because my wife is right here and that's just going to get her wheels spinning and
See,
she's going to go down that rabbit
don't look at Instagram. Don't do any of that. She went like I thought it was just gonna be like touch and go. No, she wanted to like deep dive down some like it sounded like some Jeffrey Epstein shit. I was just like, no, no, no. And now this recorded space is gonna get trashed. Watch the words, people. Watch the words.
What's going on this morning, guys?
I'll tell you what, man. I saw that we got a mint date for Bisou's June 3rd.
Yes,
Choo-choo.
sir. 9
Let's
a.m.
talk that.
Eastern.
That's dope.
Yeah, I was pretty excited when we finally heard that yesterday. It's been a long time coming. We've been waiting.
And this is a very important point, okay? Because yesterday we had some people in here. I'm blanking on who it was, but there was a lot of talk of, oh, if you're not friends with, oh, actually, it was Bach Finance. He was saying, oh, you got to be friends with Schwiz or you can't get on a Bisou's, and that's why we started Crocy. And there was some sentiment of people like agreeing with that, and I gotta just say, if the hippos don't prove the point, then I don't know what does. It's not a fucking conspiracy. It's not a good old boys club. You just got to play by the rules and fucking wait your turn. That's really all it is.
Well,
Yeah,
I
but you
think
know,
that's
we
all it is. Because, like, I don't know. Just look at the amount of projects that are kicking through them, right?
There's
There's no way
almost
we're the only
200
one that.
projects. You think he's
Well,
friends with 200 people?
and
He's an
I just
engineer.
I just don't think that we were the only ones applying for putting through a project right now. Like, there's no way we can be, right? They got a lot on their plate.
Yesterday with that whole Bach financial thing, man, it really seemed like he was trying to oversell the fact that it was a rigged system or this or that. It really seemed like he wanted to place blame on someone else. I mean, I don't want to talk out my ass or anything, but just from my
No,
side of
you're not,
things.
dude. You're not talking out of your ass. You were an observer, and like as an observer, that was your perception. And as a host, I was kind of thrown because I kept trying to ask. Like there was this, there was all this talk of like, oh, we're the bad boys of Kronos, and like we do things the way we want to do it. But then at the same time, this like victimhood of like, well, we had to make Crocy because Abisu wouldn't let us in, and MMF stole our 60,000. And like I looked into all this shit, man. Like we all go through trials and tribulations. That's part of the deal. This stuff is not easy. Nothing about this stuff is easy. But nobody's making it harder for you. We're all here to help each other. Nobody's fucking making it harder for you.
Yeah, no
Except for
kidding. And
you,
then
Mooney, you little shit. I'm coming for you.
when he was talking about taking, other projects, dropping them over to like the Ethereum blockchain and shit like that. I was really starting to cross a line for me personally because that's not cool. Like if I put the time and effort, and me and my team put the time and effort out there, you go and take my shit, I'm gonna get a little pissed.
Yeah, I'm surprised that I made it to that space where the tortoises were actually telling that to Bach, and I actually was there live when Bach told them that they would take the staking pool down because Tacky Tortoises was pissed, man, and I had just stumbled into this space. So honestly, as an observer, I was like, "What is Tacky getting all upset about?" You know. But then I started thinking about it, man, and yeah, you do all the work as a creator, as a project lead, you do all the work, and then for uh just some random platform to say, oh, we're going to take your contract and let anybody come and stake your NFT here for whatever we feel like paying them. uh I'm not cool with it. What up, Zeus?
Well, the other issue also is the SEC. Like, how can you prove as a collection owner that you're not connected to the staking? So it's like a gray, like I said, it's a gray area.
Yeah, and he definitely touched on that, right? He said we're not breaking any laws, and that's an important point. At the same time, we function in the wild, wild west, and the only way that we function in the wild, wild west is to have a code, to have moral conduct. Like you can't. Everybody would just shoot each other and take each other's money. That's that's not what we're doing here.
From growing up in an area that was literally the wild, wild west, family stories. You got to have that code, that moral, because you can't just run around doing whatever the hell you please to whoever the hell you please, because eventually you're either going to piss off the entire community around you, or you're going to just blacklist yourself so bad that, nobody will want to work with you from that point on.
Those are all great points, but why do we got to walk on glass? Good morning, everybody. Hope you're having a great day.
What's up, Mavis? How we doing?
Living the dream every day. I'm watching this cryptocurrency crash. It's kind of humorous to me because you knew one of these had to happen. When was it going to happen? Now's the time.
You didn't. You weren't ready. You're never ready for it. You think you are. You never really are. But I hear you, Mavis.
I'm not seeing it so much as a crash as much as it's on sale right now.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
UST is on sale. It's 43 cents.
Yeah, I would stay clear of it. I thought about
If
it the
you
other
guys want
day.
to talk about UST, I'm fucking here for it today.
I was talking
I did my
Luna.
research.
I want to talk about UST, and we were just talking about Box, so this is actually coming full circle. Box Finance actually tagged Sequence, and he was talking about that the M stablecoin, the Mad Meerkat stablecoin with the UST, and he was asking for a audit, which I mean, I
That's
like.
that's that's ballsy.
I think it's a good thing for him to say, out loud, because what if, just that what if. So
Who got time for an audit? What the fuck?
In a truck, and I'm saying this, bro. Like you can't, as project leads, for real. Like we can't be throwing mud at each other, calling for audits. See, even my daughter says that.
that's fair. That's fair. I know after looking at the GitHub and or the Gitbook or whatever the fuck I was reading, it made me think twice. What if you have to
Yeah.
play devil's advocate on all of this?
Well, and you know what happens when the neighbors call the cops on each other, and it's just like it just happens day after day, and they go back and forth. Nobody wins.
Not the neighbors calling cops on each other, bro. What? Yo, I love it. I love it.
Because like this is what happens when the sentiment changes. I think you don't hear a lot of this talk that we heard a month ago of we're all gonna make it, everybody support everybody. Uh, you still hear a lot of Crow fan, but that's just because it's a hashtag. It's hard to start these spaces on days like this. I gotta tell you the truth. It's
I
a
can
little
tell.
bit. It's a little bit harder.
I can tell. I've noticed you'll put it up and there's a reminder. Yeah, starting at 7 a.m. Starting at 7:15. I'm like, Alpha, you're late.
That
Every
is
time there's
always
some
how it
shit
goes,
going
bro.
on.
We've never changed the plan in the morning. The plan in the morning is I tweet at 6 a.m. Y'all need to get it past at least 10 retweets before I start. It's supposed to be 20, but like that has never changed. If y'all haven't picked up what I'm putting down, sorry, not sorry. What time is it? 7:45. You're okay.
Alpha, we're here for you always. That's why we're here.
Every morning, man. Every goddamn day. I don't know anybody else doing it. And we keep it positive, don't we, Mavis?
Always. That's how we live our life.
So what are we buying today? That's a great question.
Honestly, I'm following that Luna UST very, very closely myself, man. I followed the mechanics behind the UST, and it's going to take a while for it to algorithmically correct itself. But I think it's an opportunity. Not financial advice. Do your own research completely, but I suggest people read up on it and look into it.
Read up on it and look into it. Thank you. Thank you for not saying that UST is juicy at 40 cents. Because the thing is, when you look into it and you read into it, you see where the real opportunity was. And that was 3 days ago when motherfuckers started shorting Bitcoin and Tether.
Dude, shorting Luna
And shorting Luna, yeah.
at $40 down to $5.
I mean,
How is
just
that play?
I've never seen it. Couldn't have been one entity uh, working like that. It had to be in tandem. Martek, what do you think, bud?
Hey, good morning, Alpha. How's it going? Good morning, Crow fam. Good morning, room. Yeah, been a very interesting week. So we got that whole UST debacle going on, and then that Azuki. Anyone got any offer on the?
We haven't even touched that.
Oh
But
my,
yeah.
oh my gosh. So
Woo.
I'm coming to the.
Scotch
I'm,
Bonnet,
I'm,
kind of
I'm,
spicy.
I'm kind of coming to the conclusion that this is the year of the rug. Definitely a lot of people out there that are committed to their projects like yourself, Alpha. But then we have to realize that there are also individuals out there that are committing to the rug. That's what they're specializing in. That's what they're hyping us up, trying to get our investment dollars into. So just very interesting. Wanted to put that out there and see what everyone's thoughts was, because there's some very bad actors out there, and promising us the moon, the sky, and everything. And it's like, how do we implement systems to filter these individuals out? Just a conundrum that I've been pondering on.
It's a conundrum we've been pondering from the get go. It's part of the reason that Ibisu runs the way that it does. And it's part of the reason that we're still where we are today, where we look back and we're like, wait a second, Ibisu put through like at least three, one that had to be two that had to be refunded, and one that we're still like working on. But like, it's a sad thing. You can't really tell the difference until you talk to the people because they look the same. The only thing lacking between one and the other is long term vision. One is a cash grab, and one is building a long term project where, the investors can expect a return. I'll say it. Everybody's here for the same thing.
Yeah.
It's about long term vision and short term cash grabs and knowing the difference.
I'm here to make money short term, long term, but I'm more looking for long term friendship with the people that we're dealing with now. The money's gonna come regardless, as long as you're putting in the work, as long as you're in DeFi, you're in these spaces. Oh, excuse me, she's
And the
blending.
friendships are where the money is. I'm not even kidding. The friendships, like if you're friends with like-minded people who are also builders and are also thinking long term and hopefully learning solidity and becoming a dev on their own, hopefully, um, bro, this is where the money gets made, because the connections that you make in the beginning are the business partnerships that take you all the way through.
Can we go back to that rug scenario? Not every rug is the same. They're all rugs, but they're different textures, they're different colors. And I think what's happened is we had that flow of NFTs 5, 6 months ago. And I think the slow rugs are going to come right now, and they're starting to deteriorate. And I'm getting nervous. Thank God I'm not in no shit projects.
Thank the Lord. What are you into, bro?
Everything.
UST.
No,
I
I'm
never
all
asked. I don't
Luna.
think I've ever asked Mavis
I'm all
what he's
bagged
holding.
in Luna.
He's the one guy that was back in Luna.
Hey, I hate to say it. I've sold all my product and everything I own to pull off my own project. I want to
Don't
live
ever be
forever on the
sorry for that.
blockchain.
Don't ever be sorry for that. This is a man who knows what he's doing, who knows what he's building, and has invested everything in himself. I mess with that more than anything.
I mean, that's the most gangster that you can get right there.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And it does take a lot of balls, but guess what? Money is money. Life is life. You can make more money. You're only here one time. And I want to be here for my family and I want to be here for my community. Shout out to the Crow fam, baby.
We got to get these kids out the door. Hey, hey, out the door. It's time for the bus. It's a rainy day, too, which also doesn't help. Texas, what the hell are you wearing?
After a good maybe hour and a half argument in the loaded line whale chat, I kind of like threw all my toys and ran out of all the rooms and pitched a fit. And I'm just sick.
Did you
I'm
seriously?
sick of being associated with a certain organization and being called
Which one?
a dirty character and a bad actor when I have done nothing. And the blockchain doesn't lie.
True. You've done a lot, though.
You know, every single one of us is in crypto.com's Discord, and everyone associated with all the people who are also in that Discord too. So this blatant, because you used to be friends with someone before they did something, you know, not even no court in this country or any other country has arrested anyone. There is all just spec and he said, she said, and uh opinions. So like I'll step back.
They didn't arrest those two fuckers from last month?
Yeah, but that's not that. None of us bought into that project, and none of us are associated with that. We're talking about Chronos based, CDC based. You know,
Why, you want to see some action, Texas? Because I already
uh,
told everybody I've had it with Mooney. Like, he crossed
if
the
that
line,
hey, there are
and then he started a new account this morning
people.
and tried to call Thunder Token a scam, and started and did it from an account called Crow News with the official Kronos logo as its
It's
logo.
only going to get
Mooney,
worse. There's going to be
Mooney,
people.
you're not gonna get arrested, Mooney. I'm coming to your house,
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
knocked out, just like that.
Alpha. You already know. Just give me that look. I'll be on the way.
Oh yeah, because fucking ferry. Thanks, Chuck. The ferry doesn't run at night. Did you know that? The ferry stops at 9 p.m.
That's some Truman Show type shit right there, bro.
You can't go anywhere. Kronos fan in the building.
Good morning, Alpha. Good morning, Tex, man. Don't let them get you down, dude. You're always a pretty positive person, man.
Yeah, I am. I'm not going to. I'm letting it phase me for like 5, 20, maybe 48 hours, and then I'll be back to my normal self. But I just
Every
I'm
time
sick
you
of it.
get hurt like this, it's because you overextended yourself and you were trying to make other people feel better about the situation that we're all in collectively. And that's when you end up getting hurt.
It's not my place to judge the blockchain. It's not my place to be the executioner on the blockchain. There is a support channel for anyone who has a beef with CDC. You have a beef with Ibissus Bay. You have a beef with Agora. You have a beef with Crocy. You can go talk to their devs and their marketplace. I represent myself.
We learned last night that Bach and Croce are the same thing. Did you know that?
Man, I knew that. It was too obvious. Bach was minting the same time that Croce launched. And if you just paid attention, why the hell was Bach and those little crow frogs the only thing on Croce, bro?
Well, I knew it was a collaboration. I just didn't know it was just straight up and down, like right hand, left hand. There have been so many fucking sock puppets. That's what I'm gonna start calling them. You know how many sock puppets I've dealt with in the past 6 months? Like motherfuckers who I knew from a different profile that were talking to me from a second or third profile, pretending to be a different person.
I was gonna say, what the hell is a sock puppet? It sounds like a homie sock or something
That's
we
a
used to get
sock.
hit with
That's a
in
no.
high school.
That's a sock puppet, man. I've been talking to so many people that were just someone else that I knew pretended to be someone else, man. It's crazy.
That's not crazy. It's actually
Like,
reality.
okay, so Bach is not a like it's not a it's he's a good person. He's got a good project. Yes, he's fucked up. Yes, he's screwed up with the Bisou's Bay, and yes, he's pissed a lot of people off. But like they're trying to build just like everybody here's trying to build, and like with all Cronus projects, if they deserve it, like we should be supporting each other as an ecosystem, as a community. Like I hate coming into these
I
things
agree
and it's like, you know,
wholeheartedly.
Bach is getting blasted. This guy's getting blasted. This guy's Azuki. Okay, yes, it
Oh, we can
was
blast
sort of
Azuki?
designed. No,
All
no,
right.
we can't. We
Oh,
can't blast him because, like, okay, so what happened with the Azuki thing is he released 3 projects pretty much one after another with there's no white paper, there was no giving back to the community. It was sort of just like selling art on the blockchain, with no staking, with no future commitments or anything like that. But they've come out publicly. They're going to correct their mess. They've promised their community that they're very open. We gotta be more supportive, guys. Like we can't be blasting each other. Like everything eventually is gonna have to work under one ecosystem. Like Cronusverse is going to have to be letting in all these different projects so we can like build this metaverse project on there. Like there has to be more support. We can't be at each other's throat all the time, man.
that's very true. That's very
So
true.
I got a
And there's
question
a
real quick.
balance. Go ahead, Jack.
Um, so if Bach Finance and Crow are one, who's the dipshit that keeps tagging all these different projects saying that they're partnering with Crow then? Because if that's the same person, I'm not backing him at
Okay,
all.
no. Okay, so pause for a sec. Okay, so Cronus Bay is the new NFT platform that has staking and stuff that they created. Okay, so Crow is more of an open NFT platform that it allows like pretty much anybody under the sun to release their projects on there. There's no real, you look at the white paper, you follow the project. If you do good research, then you get a good project. But there, anybody can create on there. You see pictures of people's wives and pictures of people on like it's Croce is completely insane unless you actually look at the white paper and follow the project and do your good research because you can get completely rugged on that platform for sure. But that's open, right? Like that's crypto, that's DeFi. With any of these projects, you have to do your good research. You have to know what you're getting into
And most
before you
people
commit your
can't though.
funds, right?
We gotta remember 85 to 90% of people can't. We might
Yeah,
tell them to, and we might say this is DeFi and it's every man, woman for themselves. But the majority of them do not know how to use Etherscan, Chronoscan, read a white paper, read a contract. They're lucky. They're lucky when the mint goes through.
Don't forget
So
about
true.
FOMO. We always forget about FOMO and the newcomers. All that was great. Do your own research. I FOMO'd. We all FOMO'd with the best of them. It happens. But
True.
no, but
God damn
Speaking
it,
I
of
do your own
newcomers,
research.
hey,
speaking of
you're fully
newcomers,
right. But
we
you
need
look at
to
okay,
we
so
need to welcome
sorry.
Chocolate Shake up here because we talk about this all the time.
Thank you.
Yes, and the ladies get talked over, and I'm not into it. What's up, Chocolate Shake?
What's going on, man?
How you
For
doing?
Flint Town, for Flint Town.
Hell yeah! You want to come up here and co-host with me?
I would love to.
All right, here. I'm gonna hit you with that invite. We like to even out the energies. It's important. Jameson's coming up. Hold on, Jameson. We need to make some co-hosts. Texas. Can you do it today, Texas? Is it time for school, Texas?
You can throw me up if you
I'm
need
about
to.
to go to school. Y'all are every time I come in
Canceled.
and juggle for
Sending
just
it
like
to Jay.
any time in the morning, it's a luck thing.
Luck of the draw. Here we go, Jameson.
With me, I say this is fate.
I believe it.
Not only is it fate, it's a final fate. Not only is it a final fate, you could say Stephen A. First take. Or if I flip it and reverse it, I would say
Ooh.
final destination.
Hell yeah. Chronospan, what's good, man?
Hey, I just wanted to touch on the box situation. I got the chance to talk to him in depth, and I'll tell you what, he reminds me a lot of me. You know, when I became obsessive over things, you know, I'd do damage, leave wreckage, and then I'd utilize that hate and that flack to motivate me. And that dude took all the motivation he could get, you know, and he rides the waves of hatred or revenge or whatnot to become successful in whatever endeavor he's doing. Even though those endeavors be sorry, I got a call.
Like,
Even though he,
and another thing too is like we look at these NFT projects and like they're all brand new. Like we're all building from the ground level right now, right? So like
Mhm.
everything takes time. You know, like the SEC hasn't even come out with regulations for how Bitcoin's going to be used, and like all these massive asset managers are sitting on the sidelines right now with their customers' money, like just waiting to flood into the crypto markets. Like we are in for a very, very bright future, but we all have to stick together if they deserve it. You know, like obviously there are some really negative players within our space that will pop
Facts.
into our AMAs and stuff like that and try to spread all this shade on all these projects that have really good visions and really good communities. But like we need to block that all out, and we need to really focus on building as a group, right?
I agree wholeheartedly.
100%. I wish we still had our hundreds. That was my
Well,
favorite
I,
episode.
I, I honestly think like the few AMAs that I've been to and everything else, and everybody that's trying to push these new projects, I think we need more people coming in to support them as well. Like you get the negative people that try to bring it down, stuff like that, but we don't have a whole lot of support going to them either.
What do you think the issue there is? That's a tough one.
I think we're also divided because before there's the same amount of wallets, and granted, a lot of paper hands got shook out, but you have people in their own echo chamber corners, you know, just concentrating on their project. And I'm not saying buy into every single project that CroFam presents, but you know, it
No,
takes a
you know
little
what I've
bit
been
more
thinking a
effort.
lot is because what you said about paper hands getting shook out. I worry because you don't know whether people sell or whether they sell and leave completely. And I wonder, I think back, and I'm grateful that I got in when I did because, Crow was at 7 or 8 cents, I think, when I started buying it. And if I had started buying it in November when I got into Chronos, where would I be right now? I don't know. I don't know. It's hard to say.
So right now is our time to get the people from
Hey, I
Luna
like that.
over
Right
to
now is our
Crow.
time.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
That's money right there.
Like with what happened with Luna, like there's so many NFT platforms and everything that are scared, and if we can have them sort of bridge over to Crow right now with all their customers and everything, there's a lot of like lost trust with what happened with UST. Like that's major. Like that is some serious, like what they were doing is they were putting billions and billions of dollars into Bitcoin to help back their peg. But they've had to sell billions of dollars back from Bitcoin, just to maintain their 40% level of what they have today.
Mm.
And they've got
My
so many
God, well,
customers that are scared to death right now. Sorry. Yep.
excuse me if I can interject. So much information being taken in at once. Let me take my glasses off for a minute. Tap, 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 tap in. Give you a visual of what I'm doing. I'm sitting down. I was at the dining room table, but I thought I'd be more secluded in my son's room. Because he got two TVs, two beds, two of everything.
Why has he got two of
And at
everything?
nighttime, when I'm asleep, he is me. I call him Spider Man. He's the fastest, he's the third born. He's the strongest, and he's not the weakest link. So at nighttime, not only does he become chocolate shaped, he transforms to Batman. If you get my drift.
I have no idea what you just said, but I like
I
it.
lost to the translation. Let me back it up and run it back. If we were a movie, you'd be my best friend. If I was Phoenix and or Dr. Jean Grey, you would be
Enemy.
ah an enemy or a friend of me.
Levels. Levels.
There's levels to this shit. Sexy sea cow. Wagwan.
That was beautiful. Can we go back to Luna for a second? Word on
Luna.
the street is if he don't get a $1.2 billion loan, Luna is saying bye bye.
I just bought the dip on
I don't
Luna.
I don't think
Who
Luna's
I
going bye bye, but
I bought one. I bought some at $4, then I bought some at like 166. I'm holding out right now for the next dip.
$4 on Luna. Where was it 3 days ago?
I saw it at $2.
It's at 166 right now.
That's a spicy play, man.
It was at $120.
You know what I'm buying? Let me tell you what I'm buying. Sky G is at like 530 right now. That's what I'm buying. Sky G, Sky G. That makes me feel better.
Take this shit
There's a
go.
really interesting guy in here that was talking about projects being supported on Cro and why certain projects aren't supported on Cro. That
Yeah.
guy, I wanted to hear more on that.
That was that Swiper? Swiper Crypto? Was that
who,
you,
me?
bro? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so like all I'm saying is like, okay, so yeah, okay, Bach has done some sort of questionable stuff, like I'm pretty close with Taki, and like, yeah, what he tried to pull there, pretty much pulling his project in to be part of his Cronus Bay platform for the staking and everything else. Yeah, okay, it wasn't the best call, but they have fixed that relationship, and like Taki was at his AMA yesterday. Like they're fine now. But like
Back.
back has back has done some good things. Like, okay, if we look at Red Saints, they took Red Saints in. They took the Bunny Gang in. Like there's been a lot of, well, there hasn't been a lot, but there's been a couple. I don't want to say rug pulls, but like NFT projects that didn't have any kind of there was no meat and potatoes. There was no long term vision, right? So what he's done with a couple of these projects is he's taken the contracts in and he's supporting them through the Cronus Bay platform. And yeah, he's caused some stirs, but like, hey, like he's really giving it his
He is
all, and
moving
he's
fast
really
and
trying.
breaking things. That is
Yeah,
for
but
sure. And I
he is
dig it
he is moving fast and breaking things.
because it's
But like,
making big changes and it's making opportunities. And what you just brought up is the perfect example of how the technology that he's bringing in should be used, right? Because this is a way for projects that didn't have a long-term vision or anything for their community in general, uh, to have some like for him to give back in that way is a beautiful thing. And then the tacky tortoises thing, which we saw, was rectified quickly, also a beautiful thing. But like, hopefully, we are learning and formulating a structure behind all these, mistakes or just situations, so that we're building in general as a community, so
yeah,
that
man.
so that there's a framework involved.
There's a there's a little bit of threat to NFTs at the moment with the introduction of function within NFTs. Like you see with the Treehouse and all the Mad Meerkat NFTs, that functionality that they have in their farms is beneficial. And you've got other platforms and protocols that are building out functionality in NFTs. So if NFTs don't build functionality or have protocols that they can link with, some people, the value of those NFTs other than the art will start to go down as art is incorporated, like great art is incorporated into high functioning NFTs.
So okay, so the big time vision though is eventually, okay, so we start off with staking platforms. We start off with simple casino game type coin flips and stuff like that right now. But then we grow into, you know, having the 3D avatars and having you know, like let's just take for example Chronoverse offers like a massive sort of stage to build your platform on. So you know, we're going from the absolute basics to eventually, you know, having those 3D avatars that will go out and, you know, you can earn your staking through during doing maybe like daily missions or something like that with, you know, you
You
go
can
over
come to
to.
the Island Thunder studio
Yes,
and you can create
exactly.
content and make, yeah, be paid in Thunder. No joke.
So this is all long-term vision stuff, and that's what a lot of people don't see is they come into the projects and, you know, they're buying an NFT, and then if they don't see their return in a week, you know, a lot of the time they're flipping these back. But like that is not the vision. The vision is that these the developers are going to continue growing their project, because you got to think like over time, like all these sales, that all adds to their DAO, right? It all adds to the bank account in order to, you know, get new developers on, grow their project bigger, and develop this like Chronos metaverse. And eventually this Chronos metaverse is going to bridge over to all these different metaverses. Like we could go from the Chronoverse one day, maybe over to the other side that BAYC is doing, you know, like stuff like that, right? Like I think you
Yeah,
got
I
to
mean,
think big
IBC
picture.
protocols are supposed to bring this, you know, larger connectivity thing to fruition for us, which is going to be great. But we got to remember for the listeners that we use a lot of interchangeable terms. You know, like DAO. We were talking yesterday about the term DAO and how it's become a real umbrella term, almost for community, in Web3. And that when we talk about projects, we're really talking about brands. You know, and if your brand in Web3 doesn't have a vision of how to incorporate all this new technology into it and how to communicate, like the way on a personal level, right? The way Island Thunder has grown in Web3 is something I never could have expected. So it's something that you have to like really grow and learn with. And the thing that I've learned the most is that the communication with your community is like, it's something you need to be able to handle. I think a lot of projects uh, don't realize how intense the communication with their community is going to be, and you need to be ready for that, and you need to be amenable to it.
You
You
need to
know?
be open 100%.
Yeah.
You know, and you take for example, okay, so we look at the Lazy Horse, their lounge, right? Like, man, that is such a fucking huge idea, because like I've done the chain smokers in VR, like I've gone to their concert, I've done David Guetta and stuff like that. Like this is huge, and we're right at the very beginning here. And like to have a Lazy Horse racing lounge that you can go to, and you can go to these concerts, and, you know, eventually maybe getting Ticketmaster on board, and like, you know, being able to rent out these spaces. Like these are huge long-term visions
Can you
that
tell us a little bit about it? Like, I would love to know, like, with the chain smokers thing. Like, I know they're a part of the Royal platform, and what Blau's been doing with like streaming and revenue sharing with streaming. Are you a part of that kind of stuff too?
no, I'm actually like I'm just a nobody that's done a lot of research on this stuff, but like
We're
I
all
can't talk
nobodies.
on
Yeah,
I can't
man.
talk on their platform. But essentially, like their vision though, it's okay. So I don't know if any of you guys have like Oculus Quest or whatever, but like the development and like what they've established, like what Facebook and Meta and all these VR platforms have established, like this long-term vision stuff, like with Lazy Horse's Racing Lounge, and like going to these concerts, and being able to do like, you know, if you could rent this out for like company events if you want to, like it's pretty wicked. It's really cool vision, and you know, there's a lot of potential there. And eventually they're all gonna hook in together, and then yeah, you'll get companies like Ticketmaster, and like all of these like major corporations are throwing billions and billions of dollars in the metaverse. And like eventually, you know, like maybe Nike will sign up with Crow, or like, you know, you could get these major corporate sponsorships, and like the vision's huge, guys. Vision's huge.
The vision is huge. I mean, crypto.com sees themselves as a huge corporate sponsor. And you look at Joel wearing the hoodie on and off the court, like it's a lot of stuff happening at the same time. It's kind of hard to stay in tune with all of it. You seem to be doing a great job, bro. Like I wouldn't call yourself a nobody. You seem pretty tapped in. Like
Yeah,
it's a lot
I'm
of
really
stuff.
into this shit, and I'm all about the research and sort of like long term sort of look at like how this is all going to
Sweet,
pan out.
sweet. Let me ask you a question,
And
brother. Were you? How long you been in Bach?
uh, I I don't know. I guess since maybe January, December ish
Okay, my question
area.
is, were you there
Like,
for the first contract
yep,
for the token?
yeah, I
Okay,
was, yeah.
and you saw how they initially stopped that contract and then did whatever they decided to do.
Yeah, for sure. Like I'm not going to say that everything is like not everything has been perfect. 100%. You know, there's been bumps along the road. Like I had all my so I have a bunch of those the apes and stuff, and I've had them staked for since that platform opened up for staking on Bach Finance. And yeah, 100%. It stopped a couple times, but then it's got restarted. Like there has been bumps, but there's been bumps with every project, and that's the type
Well,
of stuff
we're
that you
lucky
need
to
to
have the
expect,
two of
right?
you in here because most of the time it's a lot of speculation when we're talking about Bach. And I get a lot of DMs whenever it gets brought up. I get a ton because people are looking for information. One thing that keeps getting asked in my DMs that I know nothing about is this risk token because people are like upset about it. I don't even know what it is.
Alpha, you were saying something about brand earlier that was quite interesting. And just before we jumped onto something else, I just kind of wanted to ask you about that. Like, how important do you think protocol's brand is over over the actual? Because you know how there's in crypto, there's some projects that sell themselves as like intellectual tech and try and use that to like pump it. Whereas, like, how do you feel about something like MMF, which is just a really fun branded, well operating farm?
Oh, I think MMF is a perfect example of how the power of a brand operates in Web3 because we were all, not all of us, but most of us here were here in November, December when MMF showed up. And they were fucking nobodies. They were nobodies. Nobody wanted to mint them. People said they were ugly. We used to talk about it, not even every day because people didn't want to talk about it. Like that was meerkats. Now look. Now what is that? You want to call it? You could point at so many different things and say this is why MMF blew up. But you got to look at the big picture, look at the brand, look at the burrow, look at how everything about the meerkats has a singular cohesive vision. Get mad, stay mad, be mad. It's
Let's get to these
cohesive.
let's get to
It's
these
a
hands a
brand
bit.
that makes sense.
And
People
one thing,
are attracted to it. They don't know why, right?
Alpha,
So
Yeah, that
that's
makes
the
sense.
power of a brand, man. If you don't have that, you got nothing.
Alpha, I have to
You got
say,
pictures and community. It doesn't match up.
you picked up the branding on MMF early. You called that. I don't even think those tapes are available. But that was when I sat here at this
You would
desk
know. You're the
and you
documentarian now.
said it, bro. You were like, get on this platform, move out of BVS, do this. And I'm like, still learning. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. And I threw just a couple bucks in there and I forgot about it. And then I came back to it, and everybody's like, oh, MMF, MMF. And I'm like, oh, shit, what the hell
Just
is
for the
this?
recording, and because you can't find those tapes, I never told anybody to do anything ever.
Financial advice?
Nope. I still love VVS, by the way. Come
I
at
love
me. Come
VBS
at me.
too, and VBS is another long term vision, right? Like these projects, these dexes, these major dexes are not going anywhere. Like money is going to be funneling into these, and like MMF is absolutely killing it. Like they had, yes, yeah, they've had a lot of fucking rocks in the road, man, with Serval Finance, and you had
Damn, I
Scrub
forgot about
Finance, but
Serval.
those were boo boos, man. Those were boo boos. Those were rocks in the road.
Yeah.
And the interesting thing you said about brand just then is like when you look at board at yacht. Sorry,
You want to? Sorry to cut you off, but before I forget, you want to hear what I actually think was a big sticking point that I only was recently reminded of. It was that fucking space where Sequence was fighting with Al Chimpone, and I woke up late and I didn't get in there in time. I can't tell you how much that fucked up our story here. Because back in those days, I was still just iffy about Al. I was like, he sounds smart, you know? He can talk the talk. There wasn't enough time to see if he could walk. So I did get in touch with him and say, "Yo, stop fucking with Sequence. Like, we are trying to build something here. This is not helping." And then I spent 3 days trying to get Sequence back on Twitter. Now, what happened during that space? Al fucking pushed them to unlist Bach from their whitelisted tokens. That's what was going on. And fucking Sequence caved to Al, even though Al was fucking nobody.
Check me out, Alpha. Check me out. It wasn't that he caved in.
No, it wasn't, but like the community was there.
It was the whole, bro. We just don't want anything tied to our liquidity that isn't part of our fucking project. It's just like gold. Like, okay, Cronus FC. We love Cronus FC. Where the fuck is gold?
I'm
And
just
the
saying
shit.
that
Tied
beef
to our
is still
liquidity,
going to
bro.
this day. Bach is still pissed about the liquidity that got messed up when they got de-whitelisted, and all of that was from that stupid little beef.
Facts.
Well, okay,
And
so
he's still in the general. He's still here. He's still in the borough. Like
he's
he's
pissed,
talking.
but he's over it though. You know, like he knows that 60 grand is probably not coming back to him. But
I
like
just
that
keep
is
seeing it on Twitter. Like I saw it today and yesterday, so I don't know if people are just retweeting it or whatever.
have you guys heard of a protocol called Sphere?
yeah,
Yeah.
Sphere's fucking picking up some pretty good ground as well, actually.
So
Sphere, Annex. Yeah,
Hey,
there's a
I would love
couple.
to talk about them, but we got to
Sphere's
get to
not
the
on.
hands. These
Sphere's
people
not
have
on
had their hands
Pro.
up for a long
Sphere's
time.
on Sphere's on Matic. Sphere's on Matic. You know that one?
No.
Yeah.
Well, it's like a rebase token, and it's all built up on the tech, right? But like what you were saying, it doesn't have a brand to continue itself. So if there was a rebase token, like our one, that has a brand, then it kind of has more potential to continue. Like half of what carries
Sounds like you're
MMF is
talking
its
about
brand.
Thunder, baby. We gotta talk. We gotta let Watcher and Loaded and Ponyboy go. So let's go in
It,
that order, even though it's
it
not
was
the order.
loaded Pony Boy and Watcher that came up.
All right, thanks, Jack.
I was just about to let you know, Alpha. Like, hold up, I'm before all these people. I have my hand up the longest. No, what's up, y'all? How y'all doing?
Chilling, chilling.
Oh yeah. I know Jay told me about. He let y'all know that the drop. We got the drop date.
June 3rd, baby.
June 3rd. Yeah, 9
That's my
a.m.
dad's birthday.
It is.
Mhm.
Oh
Or
man.
my older sister. I forget. One of them's the 9th. One of them's the 3rd. I always mix it up.
Oh,
It's my
okay.
sister. My dad's the 9th. My sister's the 3rd.
Okay. Well, yeah. I just
Y'all
want
don't need
to.
to know any of this shit. What's up, Loaded?
I was just thinking, like, man, you try to really dust yourself, ain't you?
No, I'm just
But
playing with them. It's like a scavenger hunt. They're like,
it's like a real
okay,
game,
he's
huh?
got
Like,
two relatives with birthdays in June. Let's go.
okay, yeah. I just gotta find out who that is. No, yeah, I just wanted to bring that up. We got the information yesterday, last night, so I was just really excited. Wanted to just come in and bring that up, cause man, I woke up at 7 a.m. I'm like, oh, okay, he not open yet. Let me take me a nap.
What do we got? We got 3 weeks. About 3 weeks.
Yeah, just about 3 weeks. So yeah, we're gonna be here for the remainder of the time, for like the up to like 2.5, and then we'll be in other spaces. Um,
You
you
promise?
know, huh?
You're not gonna rug us before mint?
Oh no,
Oh hell
no.
no! We're so excited about it, Alpha. I took the day off on the 3rd so I could be. We're gonna run a 24-hour space, and
I miss
Crip and
those
I are gonna be in
24-hour
there.
spaces.
Yeah, we're gonna sit there. I took the whole day off. It's on Friday, so
That's what's
we're
up.
gonna we're gonna run it.
Remember when we used to do 24-hour spaces all the goddamn time? That was December, January, even February. We were doing that shit.
Man,
Yeah, I came in January and I was part of those. I actually got that's where I learned pretty much everything I've learned on the NFT spaces. It was in the 24-hour spaces.
Boom.
Man, yeah, I never forget when this space used to just be a chimp space, man. Man, a lot of these people they don't know nothing about that alpha.
Chimps and lions. Chimps and lions. We
They
even had
were
that kitty up there. You see that kitty up there? That
uh
kitty is there because Genius would not let me run Coffee and Crow without having a kitty in there with the lions and the chimps. So I cave too, man. Just like MMF. It's not a big deal. We all cave.
it's crazy. But yeah, man, I just wanted to get that information out. We here. It's official. Is ask us any questions. Go to our page. We got a
Feels good, right? To be official.
yeah. It feel
Hell
good
yeah.
till I know. Okay, it's a time. It's a place.
Yeah, it was kind of like a surreal moment. Like this is actually happening, but at the same time, it's like shit. This is actually happening.
Yeah, now it's time to really grind and
I'm gonna give you guys
get things
time, I think,
moving.
to for these questions, but I do want to just lob one at you that you can think about for the next 3 weeks. Um, if you had to explain the brand of the hippos, how would you explain it?
As a community of people who don't stand for who stand for everything that people don't like to say. Very easy. It's a lot of people in these communities when they see something going on and they just wanna they don't want to speak out. I feel like we are in this. We are the hippos because we're gonna stand up for those people who don't have a voice. We're gonna say it. We're not gonna care about how people feel about it. We're gonna say what's right and what's wrong and what's on our mind.
I dig it.
Yeah, that's definitely no 3 weeks needed. We've been pretty much united on that stance.
All right, but I'll give you the 3 weeks because as you guys say it and I understand it, and you two understand what each other are talking about, a lot of people, especially the hundreds that listen back to Coffee and Crow as a recording every day, they're gonna need something real easy to digest. You know what I'm
Yeah, for
saying?
sure. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a fair statement.
So we'll just keep doing it.
Okay,
Watcher,
bet.
what's up, Watcher?
Yo,
Pony Boy first.
is
Oh
this?
shit, Pony Boy. Sorry, bro.
All right. How's it going, Crow fam? Good morning in here. A little spicy, but I
A
gotta,
little
I
bit.
gotta put a little input on Bach right now, because listen, there's people who play around in the gray area, and there's people who stick to the black and white, right? And I mean, Bach can come in here and apologize all he wants. He literally, I wish Sweeper was in here. I think he left, but I mean, he took someone's project and threw it in their staking without asking and then apologized for it, and like that's okay. If you think that's okay, great. I personally do not. And I don't think just coming in here and saying sorry and saying, oh, Tacky's okay with it. I don't want to speak for Tacky, but he didn't remove it. And Tacky's in here trying to have a good time and be happy and doesn't want to have drama. So I think it's more of, whatever. I'm going to deal with it. You know what
It
I
is
mean? Like,
removed, right? Taki asked him to remove it, and he removed it.
No, it's not
no,
removed
it's
yet.
up.
It's
It's still
not.
up there. That's what I'm
Oh
saying.
shit, bro! I
So
need to fucking. You guys need to
it's
keep me up to date for
yeah,
real, because
it's literally still up there. So it's like,
that's bullshit.
and on top of that, you've been announcing fake partnerships on Twitter. Sure, go ahead and say they're listed and do what you want on Crocy. I'm cool with that. But you're on Twitter announcing partnerships. This guy's playing in the gray area.
Yeah, because again, like we
Gonna
said
crash
earlier,
and burn with him.
there's
You
things
know,
that are not illegal that
correct.
that you can do,
Yeah,
but
but
like
that doesn't make it
don't
okay.
fucking do that.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
so that's why he might be smart and he might have some good ideas, but I just can't get behind somebody who's just willing to do anything at their own benefit. Is how it feels. It feels like it's free marketing for him. I'll take this project, make it staking, won't talk to the dev. I'll make some Twitter posts and I'll get free benefit for it. just because I
But
can, and that doesn't
I
make it
will play
okay.
devil's advocate and just say that one of the positives that comes out of this is that we get to see the cracks. And he has explained to us that that's what he does as an engineer and as a dev, is that he's always looking for the
For
cracks.
sure.
He's a fucking chimp if I ever met
Yeah,
one,
yeah,
you know?
and I get that.
Cuz he's just testing the servers.
Yeah,
He's pinging everything and he's looking for bugs
but
and
but
he's helping us fix
it
them,
doesn't have to be
hopefully.
that way though, right? He could
No,
have
it
a
doesn't. It
project
doesn't.
that literally goes and finds bugs, and hey, this is what I do, and just so you know, you have a problem
You
here.
can make fucking money doing that. You can
Instead,
make good money finding bugs
instead,
and telling the devs about it.
he's doing it to market his project, and that's the truth, and that sucks. So he might be smart and have these plans, but it could be done in a different way.
No, it's important that we lay out the basic facts here because all of what we both said is just true. So like there's other things that you can do as an engineer who likes to find bugs. Like you can definitely make money the legit way, for sure.
Anyway, I'm a little spicy, but go buy some fucking thunder.
Buy some
All
thunder,
right,
buy whatever you want. I can't tell you shit.
all right, Watcher. I didn't mean to cut you off every time, but I just wanted to go in order.
No, no, no. That's what we should be doing. Everybody heard. Sorry if I'm in the traffic noise now, just on the break, but just wanted to offer some pieces on the branding. I do think it's the most important thing. It's amongst the most important thing, and you got to watch for projects using the excuse of the community making the project as such. It's on them. It is on the projects to entice community, not the other way around. There's work the community has to do, but it is on the project to make it. That's one point I wanted to make. And the branding is incredibly important. Just think about the Binance situation. You didn't see Chris going out and going, "You're a little bitch, CZ." That's not what happened. He said that is patently untrue, and he gave the evidence. Bach is out there destroying the brand of his own project, if you ask me, and he's skirting around very realistic questions, which has been annoying me now for about a week or so. So I'd like him to come out and lay out the transactions on his liquidity situation, show us exactly where the 60K went and what happened to it. Because if you ask me, I'm wondering, was his liquidity worthless by the time this had all played out? And the other thing I'd like to say is the reaction from the very experienced people on the chain I've written to about this situation has literally been, "Oh, Jesus Christ, hand on the forehead. Are we here again?" So there has to be questions asked just of how Bach conducts himself. It's great. If he's a really talented dev, I'm super behind it. But every single dev comes out and says, "I'm doing something new. I'm doing this a better way. I found some kink in it." Okay, just be really careful of that, guys. And I'd just like to throw it out there to Bach from the Watcher whenever he's around. I've said this as much, and I'll say it to his face, no problem. He has to conduct himself differently if he wants to make this project a success. Because the real heads in here will just be suspicious of him from the off. Now, that's it. You won't change that unless we can verify everything. So we just have to send that message out there, guys. We got to get the transactions, got to get the facts right here, and got to say as a community, when we say something isn't okay, that's the end of it. You have to answer to that because eventually you will hurt your own community with this attitude. So just again, the conducting ourselves better is a thing. It's okay for me to whine a bitch on here. It's not for the likes of him, you know.
100%. This is why I'm always pushing Watcher, even though other people have their hands up first. I'm always like, Watcher, go. He's on the
Much
money.
love,
He's always on the
much
money.
love. Keep up the building. Screw the bear. This is the most fun time we could possibly have. It's going to be an amazing summer. So whoever was next, I think it
Big
was Vester.
bomba cloud facts. Jameson, Joe, and then Vesta.
Joe, it's Joe Jameson and Bester.
Joe, I don't ask me ever.
It's okay. Joe will take the back seat. I'm used to it. I want to give a shout out to Watcher. You are an inspiration for me to get off my ass and get back in and learn some of the Chrono Scan and some of the Solidity. I am a programmer from the 80s
What the
that
fuck,
needs to.
Joe? I say it every day. I say learn Solidity. Watch the YouTube videos.
I know, but between you and Watcher, I truly do depend
Hi
because
guys.
I'm behind the wheel. I'm behind the wheel of the truck the majority of the day, and seriously, my days are anywhere from 10 to 16-hour days between driving and farm life, I really do value the information that Kronos Watcher and this community, you're part of the community, Alpha, bring to me. I do not have the time to do most of this stuff, but I need to make the time to go in and do these things because I have that ability. I do have the thought process to, oh damn, you know what, that comma is supposed to be a period, or that period is supposed to be a comma, and these guys are wondering why they're having issues. It's right here.
Holy shit, Joe. This is so important, man. Like, we need you. We need you to maybe hire some farm help, bro, because no joke, like I used to think that I had a mental disability because I just couldn't get past typos. Like, it's literally, if I'm reading and I find a typo, my fucking eyes stop and I can't go any farther. And I have to write to the New York Times, or I have to write to the fucking whoever the fuck on Twitter, right? It's like only recently did it become a net positive for me as a consultant for NFT projects, because nobody can fucking spell and everybody needs me all of a sudden. So
It,
we need
as
you,
a
bro. We need you.
as a programmer, you would be perfect for that because you are looking for the syntax. You are looking for where it's a misspelled word, or you have a semicolon when it's supposed to be a colon or such. These things are mandatory, and you would not believe how many people will spend days, if not weeks or months, circling through code trying to find one misplaced effing comma.
People like us, Joe. They need us here. No joke.
Now,
So please don't go anywhere.
um, I know that you DM me on a spot,
Yeah, I offered you a
and
job, bro.
okay, if you want to make it official, I'm saying full acceptance. But you saw, hey, I'm new to some of this stuff, and I will do the best I can. If you need me to step back or step down, just smack me upside the head and say, hey, we got someone else for this.
You are fucking great, dude.
And
I'm smiling ear to ear right now.
Crypto Cutie said that she would.
He's not doing it no 24/7, and if I tell him knock it off, it ends.
That is
So
word is bond, cutie.
she.
Don't even worry about it. You hear Lizzie in the background.
Oh
She
yeah,
calls the
I was.
shots. That's the name of the game.
I was jumping in yesterday to tell Lizzie, thank you for letting us run the space a little long, because all of a sudden it got spicy in the
Bro, I
last
told her.
5 minutes.
I told her. I got off and I ran into the room. I go, babe, did you hear that right at the end when I shut it off? The last person to say anything was Joe going, thank you, Lizzie. I was like, see, they know who calls the shots.
Damn right. When they say turn that shit off, it's going off.
That? You hear that? Real low in the background. Turn that shit off. Jameson, save me, bro. Save me.
Hi, Lizzie. Tell Lizzie I said hi.
Did she go to work or is she here? Nope, she's gone. God bless her.
Crypto Cutie said that she's willing and able to do what she can with banners to promote
Again, huge. Like, not something to be underrated. The banners are like gold, bro. And anything that she can do to help us and help the community get the banners that they want to rock. Banners are like real estate. They are golden real estate, and people are not using them to their best ability.
I'd be more than happy to help out. I like before my accident, which I don't need to go into a lot of, but I used to make the Facebook banners for people. When Facebook first came out, Facebook had me making the banners for the cover photos for Facebook. I used to do those and stuff, and I did them.
Tell anybody that.
Okay, shh. I took the phone back. She can't talk no more.
Anyways, I can help you out.
I got you.
We have been starting to do some Easter egg hunts
on banners and or NFTs. I do need to ask real quick before I do any modifications. Is the zoo NFTs, are they intellectual property of our own or are they restricted?
Great question. If Nifterium is in here, I will shoot him a. He is. I'm gonna shoot him an invite, and we will get your answer.
Okay.
Jameson, what's cracking? And everybody, look at Joe's profile picture if you want a quick taste of what they're doing.
Yeah, Joe's sneaking in with that sleeper coin over top of his eye. That Joker looks like it belongs. How's everyone doing this morning?
Ooh, ooh.
Oh man, beautiful, beautiful day. I don't know about y'all, but hopefully you have some good weather wherever you are. Hope everyone's doing good this morning. But man, all kinds of good information. I wish that I had some good stuff to tap in on there, but you guys are just coming in with alpha. With all this Bach and all that kind of stuff. I think we were kind of talking about a little bit the other day and stuff. Is I think we got to vet these people out, but also um, the one thing I look at is a lot of these are like businesses or small businesses. Like we are investing in people, when it comes to these projects, but also, uh, there's going to be a lot of projects that are going to come up real quick and disappear too. So I think
Yeah,
you got to
people
definitely keep an eye
and their
on stuff.
visions, man. For
Yeah,
sure.
because there's people can have great visions too, but they just might not be good at that. Like
No, you
a
know
lot
what's
a lot of
funny? It
people want to be radio personalities, but they don't have a radio voice. Like it,
Oh,
like
don't get me spicy. Don't you fucking dare get me spicy, man.
no, like you know what I'm saying is like or
No,
like
not talking
carpenter.
about me. I'm
No,
talking
I'm just saying
about
like a lot of people
the
want to build
people.
houses, but they can't swing a hammer. You
Yeah,
know what
there's a
I'm
lot of
saying?
people that want to
It's
do what I do, and God
yeah,
bless
yeah,
them. God
and
bless
so
them.
I think that it's one of those where it's like yeah, I mean we're gonna see a lot of stuff come and go, and I think that but staying on top of it and people being real and being like this is what's actually going
That's
on,
all you gotta
like
do.
that's it's awesome to have. I think that's where we
That's
got to
why
be
it blows
grateful
my
for.
mind sometimes, dude. Because really, all you gotta do is be honest, be yourself, and be a straight shooter. Like it's not that hard for me. It's hard for some people.
No, and sometimes and then I think the big thing is being able to, like when you mess up, accept your failure real quick too, and be like, all right, you know what, I screwed up. Now we all learn from it. I learn from it. I move on, and not dwell in it too. And I think, but also some people you can't let people take advantage of that at the same time too, because like I think
Big facts.
we got to watch some of these projects and watch some of these things because it's like some people like or some projects or things you never know, like you can only apologize. It is easier to ask for forgiveness, but sometimes you get tired of all that, like
Yeah,
you
you
can't
never
have people
know.
taking advantage of people time again, so it's a balancing act, so but
It's
no,
funny
so
though,
much good
because like
stuff,
we
y'all.
used to talk about Bach boys were the boys that wear Reebok, but now Bach boys is a totally different. It's totally different.
Oh no, it is definitely, and I'll tell you, I am very grateful though to have Joe Q here, being master operator of giveaways now, because I feel like
Hell
we're gonna
yeah.
have a whole lot more clarity on how these giveaways are rolling. So thank you for that, Joe. Everyone in the jungle.
Transparency in giveaways
Yeah.
was a fucking campaign that we didn't know we needed. What's up, Truck?
Vester first.
Fester. Vester.
Yeah,
He's
you
been
there?
waiting patiently.
Yeah, I've been trying to wait in order. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. My
Yeah, I
apologies.
just wanted to comment on the box situation. From what I know, he's trying to provide a DeFi as a service. And when we mint these NFTs, we obtain ownership of these NFTs. And, in my opinion, I feel like we should be able to stake them wherever we want. You know, if, if the project is providing staking and we necessarily don't want to stake it there and stake it somewhere else. I kind of like that, and I just wanted to maybe get people's opinion on that.
I understand what you're saying. I appreciate your point of view. Um, I think what people get upset about is it's something that projects are just learning about because this is a new space for everybody. Doesn't matter how long you've been around. It's just a new space. Staking is not only new but controversial. A lot of people are just figuring it out as consumers and providers, and a lot of people don't know what DeFi as a service is. They hear DOS, they think all types of things. They just want in, and I think it's really important that we lay everything out in really clear terms for the consumer that is the new consumer of crypto. We got to start thinking outside of our own understandings of how this stuff is. Truck. Come on, truck. You fucker. Hit me with the horn at least.
No, I'm about to get in the shower, but I'm still listening, bro.
Oh my
Forgot my
god.
hand was up.
Soapy hands. Get out of here. I'm booting them.
Oh, you was joking.
I have almost ruined this phone because, like we were saying before, we used to run these spaces 24 hours a day. I used to host from the shower at least once a day because I'm a clean chimp, and it's not good for your phone. So that was for him, not from. Oh shit! Now Brad's coming up.
Me
Zoo
myself.
NFT is here, and let's just get this out of the way. My guy, we had a intellectual property question.
Hey, yeah, go ahead.
So it sounds like somebody might want to do an alteration on their Zoo NFT. Do they have the IP rights to do so?
Yes.
Fucking A, man. Choo-choo-choo.
I am a minter of the giveaway that you're doing. Shout out your giveaway while you're up here. The 3-for-1 or buy 3 get 1 free. I did get a Future Favors the Bold little astronaut dude, and I did get a robot cow.
Awesome.
Yo, the art on Zoo NFTs is so fucking dope. I don't understand why this is a sleeper. It might be because he is a soft-spoken dude, and if you haven't noticed, that is just the case. It's not a good or a bad thing. I can be your hype man if you need it. But like Zoo
Definitely.
NFT, Zoo NFT. They are on Lootpad. They are my Lootpad brothers. And we also airdropped a bunch of them to you Thunder token holders. So if you like that, throw some emojis and we'll fucking do it again.
Thank you for my zombie bear.
Yes, sir. I loved that bear. That was a hard one to give up. I should have just minted a bunch. I'll go mint a bunch. Brad, what the fuck? What do you want?
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, sunshine.
Every one of us, need to say a big thank you to Truck. He has washed that stank off this morning, and I, for one, am personally very appreciative.
That's
This
the
is a big
first
room.
time that we've heard him shower in 6 months.
This
Can you
is a
believe that
big
shit?
room, but I greatly
I know he's on
appreciate
the
it,
road a
Truck.
lot, but seriously.
Fist in the
Don't
air.
they
Thank
got
you.
showers at the truck stops, don't they?
They do. I
All
don't
right.
know what's going on, but
Joe's laughing
thank
because
you,
he
Truck.
knows he's on the road. On the road again. I don't know the fucking words. What's up, Brad? What's
What's
really
the
up,
deal with all these
Brad?
drops, man? And how come I never get any drops? I'm like the
Because you're late.
only one that never gets any drops.
You're
I don't know if
fucking
you
late,
realize
dude.
that.
You
We
gotta
need
be
a
on time. You gotta be
chart system.
listening. You gotta be not talking over people. You gotta have your hand up. To play my song. Dun, 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 dun. You feel me?
I'm feeling it. I knew there had to be a reason, and it's usually the finger gets pointed right back here, so I'm not surprised.
Brad's got
I
his
knew it.
hands up.
I knew it.
singing my song, butterflies fly away.
Joe Q is going to do his best that each time there's a giveaway mentioned on either the space and or Discord, I will try to get a post up on my Twitter with what it is. It's
What it
not
is, what it do, what it be like.
it's not a guaranteed, guys, because some of these guys jump in and say, "Hey, we're doing this giveaway, we're doing this drop. I don't know when it starts. I don't know when it stops. I'll just post the information that it was going on, and it's your due diligence to figure out if it's still going on and or if you have won something on that."
Where are you doing this, on Twitter?
Yeah, I'll be doing it on Twitter. I have not been doing it. I've started to do it just a little bit, but I've been doing it on the Jungle Discord, making sure that I get the information out so that people are seeing it. But I know not everybody uses Discord, so as to not segregate the community, I will post it on both areas.
That's big of you, bro. Also, get in the Jungle Discord, people, because we are at 55% mint. And at the conclusion of this mint, we will be locking the Jungle Discord to token holders.
I highly
Only.
recommend the Discord. Discord's excellent, unless you're going to get kicked out. I mean, if you get kicked out, then I don't recommend it.
Yeah, don't get kicked
It's
out.
not very good if you're the guy that gets kicked out of Discord.
I
You're
think that
out in the
goes for every
cold.
Discord, doesn't it?
Just, it's a guy in the corner and nobody even bothers to even say, hey, come on back in. No.
I'll tell you
You're
what, the
just
Jungle
out.
Discord is the kind of Discord for people who didn't know that Discord could be fucking cool. Because I'm one of those people.
Well, I miss it, for the record. But, I got bigger.
I didn't boot you.
I've got bigger problems now.
You might be timed out. I
The
don't
way,
know. Nobody
the
booted.
way, yeah, I don't know. It's possible. See, the
Check the tape.
drops and the free stuff are really cool, but you don't want to be the guy that gets kicked out a lot because it's weird how this happens.
Have you
You
got any? Are
always
you saying you
miss
haven't
the
gotten any
stuff.
airdrops?
You miss all the stuff if you're the guy that gets kicked out. I don't know how. Not just with Jungle Tucker, but I mean in general.
You are
Now
a
I got
shining
kicked out.
example of what not to do, Brad, and we
He
appreciate
did.
it. We
Now
appreciate
I'm pissed off CDC NFT. I don't know. I mean, this has gone to a whole nother level now. I can't even bid on stuff on CDC. I messaged them,
it. Are you
and
serious?
I'm trying to
What'd
be
you
nice.
do?
I don't know, but that's pretty bad. That's the thing. I didn't do anything.
That's pretty bad.
I think
Fucked
once
up,
you get
Brad.
a reputation,
Maybe Murphy
then
knows.
I don't know, but
Shut up,
you got to
Brad.
watch your reputation.
Shut up, Brad. Murphy knows.
Shut up, Brad.
Murphy
You
fucking
didn't
knows.
get kicked out. You left. This is a recorded space. I don't want nobody thinking that you're just going to come in here and get
Did he
out.
seriously leave?
Yes, he
Wow.
did, and it's on Twitter.
Wow.
It's on
He's
record. Don't
This is
let him fool
he's
you.
bullshit. He's
actually
out. He gone. Brad, first of all, the blockchain doesn't lie. Discord doesn't lie. So there's a screen that the mods can see, and it says Murphy booted Joe, or Brad left the server. So don't come in here crying wolf. We get it every day. We get all types of shit. But it's also 6 minutes to 9. So getting rid of Brad just made a little bit of space up here for anybody that wants to pop up and say anything. No joke. Like John Cusack with a boombox. Say
I got a
anything.
little
Yeah,
follow.
I got something.
Oh, my bad. Go ahead, and load it.
Okay, I just want to say that we don't forget, y'all. We do have poker. We got a game going on right now. Our next game for the Hippos is at 5 p.m. Then the game after that is at 10 p.m. Check it out in the Discord.
And to add to that, today is the last day to be able to qualify for the final table.
And what's up with Ghetto Doves? I swear Ghetto Doves is minting today. I swear that something else is fucking minting today. And we should really let people know. I'll be right back.
Is it today or is it tomorrow, Alpha?
What? Today's it's today right now.
I thought
Tomorrow
it
we'll be
was
here.
No, I thought it was on the 12th. It's 11th
What?
today.
I think it's whitelist mint today, right? For ghetto doves.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Oh, we've been telling y'all for a long time. Get in that ghetto doves Discord and just say something, and like y'all could have had that whitelist.
Oh, so people mentioned today. Gotcha.
Yes, sir. Loaded. Hold this co-host so we can get some people up here for the
No, I bet.
last
Gotcha.
five.
What to do, everybody?
And if you don't have anything to say, move your ass on out of here because we need some room.
Yo, Crip. Yeah, what's up, man?
How you doing, brother?
Hey, man. How did you feel about the news yesterday?
About
Definitely like hashtag Luna, hashtag Terra, like Luna NFTs, like stuff like that. Like let's start eating them up. Let's take them over. I just bought 20 Luna for
Yo,
40
tweet it,
bucks.
buddy.
40 bucks.
Tweet it and pin it. Tweet it, pin it, and we'll all get on top of it.
Love it. I love it.
We got a couple of minutes here. Young hustler in the building. What's up?
Yo, nah, I was just really finna say about that Luna shit, bro. That shit's crazy, crazy right now. Like, I remember I was telling you about how they had hit 150 just to get up and see they at $1, bro. That's wild, bro.
Why you holding that shit?
No, I was an early investor on Luna. I was buying Luna at $2 before it shot up, but I've been out of Luna for a while. But it's just crazy to know that it could just drop back to $1 like that.
So
So
as
I guess,
someone who invested early and must, you know, have their finger on the pulse of that shit, unless you kind of washed your hands of it, what do you see? What do you see happening here?
I'm just gonna play it out, man. I'm gonna play it by ear, honestly, man. I don't want to go too full deep into it right now, so I'm just gonna see how it play out. If I
Like
see stuff catching traction, then I might jump back in there. But right now, seeing where it's at, it's just not really a good move for me. It's a little too risky, so I'm just gonna play it by ear.
And are you playing it by ear? Like you just do this shit on feelings? Because a lot of people do that. But like, are
Uh,
you doing the research?
Nah, I've been telling you I've been in the Luna with the UST situation, so I really want to see how the UST part play out from the D peg and the peg and all that, and then also like BTC seeing where it's at and how everything been heavily overshorted. So not only just play it by ear, I'm gonna also look into all that stuff as well, because it's a lot of the same thing going on with like a lot of different chains as well. Like
Yeah,
something similar
man.
happened
M
to
dollar.
MMF.
Like we got to be very careful about how M dollar plays out and what they're backed by and how the community is going to handle it.
Yeah, exactly, bro. Like I also feel like a lot of places are just being attacked right now with the same tactics. A lot of people have learned this technique and they're just trying to use this technique along all the way across the board. So you see
Yes,
like a
sir.
lot of things getting swept right
We
now.
we have had attacks on Thunder, and I just want people to know that like we were prepared for that shit. We not only were prepared for it, we wrote it into the contract so that when people try to fuck with the token, it just adds to the liquidity. So we welcome all those motherfuckers to Chronos, to Thunder, and to the jungle. So, caw bitches.
MMF just did a couple posts about the MUSD as well, and how they're sort of going to be handling that. Just because obviously like that is major news. Like UST will eventually reach peg again, but like the damage that it's done just to their community, it's going to take a long time for people to trust them again. You know.
Yeah, I
100%,
100%
man.
agree.
Trust and reputation is everything in Web3. I say it on the daily. And I hope people take it seriously because it's not a fucking joke. And it is almost 9, but like we do have much more shit to talk about, man. I don't even know. I don't even know.
Keep it
CDN, what's up?
keep it going. Good morning, everybody. Hey, Alpha. Yeah, the Ghetto Doves Mint starts tomorrow, 8 p.m. Whitelist, public, passport holders tomorrow. Let's get
Oh,
another
thank you.
check.
Thank you.
You're welcome, buddy.
I fucked that one up. Something is minting today, though. What is it? I'll figure it out. What do you think? Are we wrapping it? I really want to fucking. We'll talk about it at 4:20. So, drink some water, brush your teeth, and own your keys, own your crypto. That is always gonna be the most important thing we say in here. Okay? DeFi, DeFi, DeFi. That is what we do. That is what we preach. That is what we're talking about now and at 4:20. So
Get
don't
that
forget.
2FA on there as well. 2FA.
Always 2FA, and never give your seed phrase to fucking anyone. Thank you. Love you all. Crow fam till I die. Bye.